Looks like East versus West management is facing some money problems. Chael Sonnen, out. Frank Lamparelli, out. Alizhan Muratov, he's been out for more than a year. Let's first discuss Chael Sonnen's case.
So Chael Sonnen was slated, everything was ready to go for Atlantic City, and then his manager said that he only has time to show up to the event and commentate. And I told him I wouldn't, and because we are paying him like five figures to show up, and I felt it wasn't the best use of funds for him to just show up and commentate without knowing very much about arm wrestling, right?
So initially, as we all know, the idea was to invite Chael Sonnen as a commentator, maybe let him do some videos with the athletes, maybe some practice pulls, after pulls, pre-pulls, a bunch of stuff related to arm wrestling, of course. But then it never came to fruition because as per Dexter Tan, Chael's manager told them that Chael wouldn't be doing anything else except for just showing up and commentating. So forget about the pre-pulls, after pulls, bunch of videos with the arm wrestlers. He's going to do none of that. That's why I keep on saying that we need to stop fanboying these athletes from other sports, be it strongmen, be it UFC guys, MMA guys, or whoever shows some kind of interest in arm wrestling. When Chael was making some videos about Devin Larrett, and obviously he didn't have any knowledge of arm wrestling whatsoever.
I said, Chael, you don't know arm wrestling. You don't know arm wrestling at all.
But he was pretending that he's excited about arm wrestling for whatever reason. I was doubtful even then. Inviting Chael as a commentator, I'm not really sure if it is going to draw too many pay-per-view sales or draw too many eyes towards the sport of arm wrestling. The second topic is about Frank Lamparelli. He's out of the upcoming event where he was supposed to arm wrestle David Arabulli. The reason again, money. He was asking for more money after already agreeing to a fixed amount of money. That is strange. Robert Baxter didn't like it. What has Frank Lamparelli done recently? Did he become a WAF champion? Did he beat someone that he was not supposed to beat? Did we see a viral video from him? Did he get a sudden boost of subscribers or followers on Instagram? I don't remember any of that happening. So why all of a sudden he's asking for more money? Is it inflation that he's trying to adjust to? I don't know the exact reason, but I don't see the reason here. I think Robert did the right thing once again, just like the Chael Sonnen thing. And Frank is out. Now Matt Mask is the new replacement. Although I'm quite sure that Robert may be offering, he must be offering Matt more money than Frank Lamparelli. So it clearly shows it isn't about money. It is about the ethics. It is about the promise that you have made. And it is also about the pay-per-view sales that you can bring into the event. And Frank is not going to bring any pay-per-views. So Robert knows that, Dexter knows that, that's why Frank is out. And finally, we have the Dadikyan versus Alizhan beef. I'm going to read all of the messages. Hopefully, we'll try to figure something out. And obviously, money is the issue here as well. Alizhan has not competed for well over a year now. His left arm is fine. He's not suffering from any injury. He's not a right arm specialist. He doesn't even compete at the high level on the right arm. His right arm is not that good. And even then, while being healthy, he's missing out on all of the opportunities on his left. That should not be happening. I refuse to believe that somehow, all of a sudden, for no reason whatsoever, the East versus West world is conspiring against Alizhan and they're doing him wrong. When nobody else has a problem to compete now, everybody has agreed. Why only Alizhan Muratov? What is the process that he's not liking with the new organization? Why is he demanding so much money all of a sudden? Unlike Frank Lamparelli, he deserves it. He's the champion. He's done some unthinkable stuff. His social media is growing. So he kind of deserves it in a way. But not 50K, definitely not that much. Not even 40K, not even 30K. Anyways, let's get to the messages now. David Dadikyan posted this a couple of days ago. I want to clarify the situation with Alizhan. In front of everyone, I was offered Alizhan as a rival and every time I agreed. He just refused and the reasons for it were different. Then Gennady Quickvinia offered them a match at GVW. Of course, Alizhan did not agree to compete there as well. The situation was also in mid-November. He said he's not ready to fight me because I have to fight other opponents first and then get to him. That was again a stupid reasoning. Dadikyan is pretty good. Yes, he lost to Prudnik and Alizhan destroyed Prudnik. But other than that, he did not have too much reason to refuse that match. He was saying that You should be the number 2 guy to face the number 1 guy. That is stupid. And once again, because it was Alizhan who called out Devon Larratt when Devon wasn't even ranked in that weight category. Immediately after the duel with Kamil Jablonski, I was offered to meet with Alizhan in February, and of course I agreed. I prepared even though he didn't give me a clear answer. Only after Robert Baxter decided that EVW was taking away his belt since he had not defended his title a year and a half, Alizhan began to move. I waited for a month and a half until mid December for an affirmative answer and constantly asked the organizers questions whether there would be a duel between us or not. And then they explained to him that it is possible that the match is not going to happen. On December 28th, our dialogue with Sinejania and Robert took place, in which I was informed that Alijan is supposedly ready, but I was the only one who already, after so long of their silence, began to relax. So now Dadikyan is in recovery mode and he doesn't want to disturb that. That's why he doesn't want to compete against Alijan in February. So initially we discussed that Alijan is ready for February, but Dadikyan is not. Dadikyan was ready for February. He's not ready for it now. And Alijan is not ready for April. Alijan needs to compete. He's a young guy. I'm assuming he's a full-time arm wrestler, but he needs to compete. My conscience is clear. I did everything to make this duel happen, but not this time. Enough is enough. I have personally never spoken to Alijan. All my words are based on negotiations with East versus West representatives. Then we have a comment from Yerkin. I've met Yerkin a couple of times. Good guy. He's the manager of Alijan Muratov. When intellect runs out, threats arise. So about this threat thing, somebody else also mentioned that Dadikyan was saying that he's going to punch Alijan or something like that. Maybe he's going to meet Alijan elsewhere outside of the arm wrestling arena and then he's going to show him something. I'm not sure where it is written, but people are talking about like that. How can you claim I'm irresponsible in negotiations if you haven't personally spoken to me? That is once again a BS argument. When people say that you've not spoken to me, how can you know what I'm all about, what kind of person I am? You don't need to talk with everyone to know what kind of person they are. Like if both of the owners of the league are telling something about you, then it has to be true. Otherwise, complain to the owners. Why are they lying to the Dadikyan? If you heard something from someone, it's already rumors and backbiting. By the way, I have also heard a lot about you. Don't want to speak it here. Don't want to get to conclusions. So the question is simple. You wanted to take my belt without a fight, but you failed. Because you are not giving him a fight. Come on, man. You told him that he needs to be number 2 in the world to get a chance to arm wrestle you for the belt. That's not how things work at East versus West. Dadikyan, my dear friend Alijan Muratov, unlike you, I'm not a fan of trash talk, so go ahead. With all the patience and respect, I will explain this to you one last time in public. What does take away my belt without a fight mean? You are either willing to fight and do your best to make it happen, or you do not. Exactly. And Alijan is not willing to fight.